Most people want growth, but almost no one wants accountability. And that is exactly why they stay the same. Radical accountability is not about blaming yourself. It's about removing every excuse between you and your future. It's the moment you stop saying, "My situation is hard. My parents didn't guide me. I don't feel motivated. The system is unfair." And you start saying, "Regardless of all that, it's still on me." That shift changes everything, because the second you take radical responsibility, you reclaim power. Most people live in reaction mode. Something happens, they react. They fail, they blame. They feel stuck, they complain. But radical accountability flips the script. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" you ask, "What can I control right now?" And suddenly, you are no longer a victim of circumstances. You become the architect of outcomes. Here's the deeper truth. Identity is shaped by repeated decisions. Every time you blame, you reinforce the identity of someone powerless. But every time you say, "This is my responsibility," you strengthen the identity of a leader. Even if it hurts, even if it's uncomfortable, even if it's not technically your fault. Radical accountability accelerates growth because it removes delay. No waiting, no excuses, no emotional drama, just action. Think about this. Two people fail the same exam. One says, "The paper was unfair." The other says, "I wasn't prepared enough." One stays average. The other evolves. The difference? Ownership. Growth trajectories are not random. They compound. And accountability speeds up that compounding. When you own everything, you analyze faster, you adjust faster, you improve faster. That's acceleration. Radical accountability also reshapes your self-image. You stop seeing yourself as someone who tries. You start seeing yourself as someone who figures it out. And identity drives behavior. When you believe, "I am responsible for my results," you wake up differently, you work differently, you respond differently. Here's the uncomfortable part. Radical accountability feels heavy at first, because now there's nowhere to hide. But that weight, it turns into strength, because responsibility creates control, and control creates confidence. If you want real transformation, stop negotiating with reality. Stop outsourcing blame. Stop waiting for perfect conditions. Own your habits. Own your reactions. Own your results. Even the painful ones, especially the painful ones. Because the moment you say, "It's on me," is the moment your identity shifts. And when identity shifts, growth becomes inevitable. If you're serious about leveling up, start today. No excuses, just ownership.